up, guys? How are my truth seekers are doing? Good. Well, I don't come online about this time. It's around my time, 8 o'clock. But there's some stuff that I want to go ahead and talk about when it comes to yes, Miss Tasha K. But I see my girl. I mean, she's on a job, man. She's in the house already. uh, Way before I was. Starbucks lover. She says, "Welcome everyone. Please hit the like button on your way in. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel." Hey, Lady D, thank you, thank you. I mean, guys, thank you. This means a lot to me, guys. Thank you very much, Star. Thank you. But yeah, guys, I just want to go ahead and talk a little bit about Tasha K. I was just watching one of her lives. I guess she was bent, because I don't know if you guys had saw. I think it was like the other day where she was on a page. I mean, she was really venting because some guy, I guess he went ahead and pulled a plug on an interview, which I really not want to go ahead and talk about that. I was just watching her live when she had said something about the power of the tongue when she was saying something about words. No, words are powerful. And that's what I want to go ahead and talk about, because that's what has stuck out the most. I see my girl Queenie is in the house. Hey, Queenie, how are you doing? Guys, let me know if you can hear me real good. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And also give me a thumbs up if you can hear me real good. Because I be having so much problems when I come live. I be want to cam up, but I live way back in the woods, and I don't even think I get good reception. But yeah, guys, I want to go ahead and talk about us just a little bit because it's like 8 o'clock. I don't come on this late, but I want to go ahead and talk about Tasha K. Okay, thank you, Star. Yeah, she's going through some stuff. I guess the guy that she had told a story to, he went ahead and he pulled the plug. Now, I don't know if, and I'm going to say allegedly, I don't know if Cardi B had anything to do with it or somebody, because, when it comes to Tasha K, according to what's out there, which I really don't follow that stuff, but she have burned a lot of bridges. But what I really want to talk about when she said that what she said is just words. No, that's why I came on because words are powerful. There's life and death that's in the power of the tongue. Now, all this whitewash stuff, back then, how we used to sing this little nursery song or quote this like sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words would never harm. Yes, words can harm. That little small tongue that's in your body can set an entire forest on fire. And that's real talk. My girl, Country Girl, says, "I'm good off today and glad to catch you live." And I'm glad you are here. Yes, yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome, guys. But yeah, I mean, she think that, you could go out there and, you could say something about people, but words are like seeds and seeds grows. You reap what you sow. And like I said, I really don't follow Tasha K, but sometimes when some stuff comes on my live, I usually, just, I watch it, because, I've been, I like Tasha K and I also like Michelle Brown, which Michelle Brown, that's my girl right there. Yes, his name is Joe Budden. Yeah, I could go ahead and drop the link if you want to come on, Star. Let me go see if she want to come on. Because I'm just here just for a little while. I don't come on this late. But I just had to talk about it, guys, because people think that they can, say anything about you and oh, it's just words. No, words are powerful. I mean, words can cast spells. Words can cut sharper than any two-edged sword. So you have to be careful, of how you put your mouth on people and the type of job that Tasha K have, the mouth of gap, like I said, when it comes to that business right there, it's not something that's going to be permanent. It's just like with Wendy Williams. Look at Wendy Williams, and once you get to the top and you got to the top to tear down, and when people see that you falling, they're not going to help you. If anything, they're going to put their foot on your neck because of all the people that you sat there and you went ahead and you put your mouth on. So don't expect that person to open up doors for you. Yes, quite obvious, if you out there, you have a talk show that's constantly, chopping down people, gossiping about people. Of course, when there's something happen to you, oh my God, they are really like having some kind of party because it's like they wanted to see you down. And that's how people is, but we just have to realize that when it comes to what's coming out of our mouth, whatever you put out there into the atmosphere, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. And sometimes, it's going to come back worse than what you put out. And, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about that, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it because Tasha K said that, she was getting her nails done and all of a sudden, when she had got in the car that she started venting and her husband pretty much, he didn't say anything. My husband, he saw me acting like that, he would have went ahead and pulled the plug. And, she said that the husband, stands by her. I would like to, see what he would say about some of the stuff that, Tasha K is doing out there because I already had saw, I saw this stuff right in the spirit. I saw where Tasha K, she really, it took a toll on her. You could see it. You could see when something had really taken a toll on a person. And all this stuff right here, you can see, even though she may come in front of the camera, like, she can handle it, but this is a lot. Just imagine someone, suing you and you have a $4 million judgment over your head. That's a lot. And the job that you do, you people don't even want to let you on your platform to give you a break so you could be able to pay that $4 million. They're not going to even open that door for you. And what another thing that what Tasha K had said that when she sees, especially people doing, wrong, if they slip, she's going to make sure that she helps put that person in jail or in prison or wherever that person needs to go. But like I said, people are getting paid and they are professionals to handle that type of job. Why would we want to go and police other people, especially knowing all the stuff when it comes to our community, our people? And I'm not saying, to give our people a pass, but it got a lot of stuff that's going on with other people, especially when it comes to all that stuff with the children, pedophiles. Look at the Catholic Church. That's a lot of stuff that we could talk about when it comes to the Catholic Church, which I'm not going to come out and just say it because, like I said, how YouTube censor everything, but they still going to church every Sundays. Every time you look, you see how these priests, what they have done to these little boys. But the church is not shut down. We don't talk about stuff like that. But so in a minute, when we see our people doing something, we want to make sure that we put our foot on their neck. And like you say, that when you go to these same people, believe it, it's just a small circle. And that you said that you gonna if you see it, you're gonna tell it. So if you're gonna see it, you're gonna tell it. Nobody is not gonna let you in. Nobody's not going to let you in. So, like I said, you just have to be careful because you cannot say, "Oh, that's just still words. That's words." No, words are powerful. Words can sit there and kill. Maybe not physically, but spiritually. Words can tear you down. And she already know what words can do. So by Tasha K saying that it's just words, well, words got you with a $4 million lawsuit. You didn't go and physically put your hands on Cardi B, but just by what came out of your mouth or somebody that was on your platform, what they said, it caused a $4 million judgment. So words are powerful. And all I can say right now, guys, is that we have to let these people do their job. You may not like what your brother or your sister is doing, but trust me, what made you the judge, the jury, and the executioner? That's not even your field. And if you saying that, you helping these people do their job because you don't like to see the stuff that they are doing, who don't? Who don't? But if you sit there helping these people doing their job, or you benefiting off it as well. Because if you are benefiting as well on it, then you are not helping that person do their job. Because if you're going to tear down, you're going to also have to build up. You cannot say, I'm going around tearing down and I'm not building back up. It doesn't work like that because what goes around comes around. I see Star says she's going to be blackballed as far as the interview goes. Yeah, nobody's not going to let her in. Nobody's not going to let her in because she was on the top. She was on the top. And all they was looking for is a way to clip her wings. And now that they went ahead and they clipped her wings, they're not going to even try to let her back up because they know if they let Tasha K back up, then she's going to be more powerful than what she was already was. But sometimes the Most High God will allow you to fall flat on your face. And you can see right now that it's playing a toll on Tasha. I don't give a care how she come out. You can see that it's playing a toll on her. And I saw it all in the spirit where this took a toll on her. You can see it all in her eyes, all in her demeanor. But you cannot sit and try to come on like it's all good just to save face. It doesn't work like that because some people gonna see straight through it. My girl says, country girl says, all she had to do is take those videos down and stop talking about Cardi B. That's it. But like I said, pride, good pride comes the fall. And like I said, I'm not here picking on Tasha K trying to get viewers because this is not even something that I really even talk about. But when she was talking about it's just words, no, you should have learned your lesson. Words are very powerful. So you can't say that it's just words. And when it comes to her husband, like I said, she said that, she passes all this to her husband. But wow, this is a lot, nowhere in the world, if I see my spouse, constantly, just hit the brick wall, then I'm going to question it because to me, it's like the blind lead the blind. And what's going to happen? They both going to end up in the ditch. So, only thing that I can say, when it comes to all this stuff with Tasha K, is just pump the brakes, give yourself a break. Everything is a season. The time is a season for everything. And yes, she can make it happen. Tasha K can make it happen because she has a large follower, a million followers. where each one of her loyal followers can give her like $5 or $10. And trust me, she can have that money to pay Cardi B. But some people, they just there just to feed off of that gossip. But you're gonna know your loyal people because they're gonna stick with you through thick and thin. But I just wish, someone, could get through her and tell her, Tasha K, when you see that something is not working, then you're gonna have to change positions. You're gonna have to change. You can't continue doing the same thing over that was working because what was working back then may not be able to work for this season right here. It may not be for this season. So, like I said, whatever you put out there in the atmosphere, trust me, it's going to come back because words are powerful. Words are sharper than any two-edged sword. And I'm not going to play the video, but this is the live that she had put out. I think it was today, but I had started this now, where she had came out and talked about it, apologized. Her husband, told her, it's up. I guess it's up to her what she's going to do with the video. But she asked her audience, what do she think? What do they think? Do they think that she should go ahead and take the video down? The video where she was very angry. She was pissed because she spent like 3 hours doing an interview, and all of a sudden they want to hit the full look. But quite obvious, like I said, it's all about street game. They're gonna stick with each other. Do you think that they're gonna constantly let you in when the same people that you put your mouth on? It doesn't work like that. And if I was Tasha K mentor, a spiritual advisor, I would tell her, just go and rest, give it a break. And if she can't rest, she feel like she needs to, be on to make her money so she can pay that $4 million judgment. And you don't have to come on to gossip. You can come on and you can tell your story. Who can tell your story better than you? Maybe the Most High God did not want it, Tasha K to go on somebody else's platform to tell her story. See, we think that we need other people because what we do is we take our eyes off the Most High God. But I believe that God is not going to allow you to go through nothing without seeing you through. If He bring you there, He's going to see you out. He's going to make a way out. But see, we want to trust man. We want to hear other people's opinions, then just trust God. God gave her a very huge platform. Most likely, she probably had a platform larger than what the guy that she was trying to get on. But we have to stop doubting ourselves because I truly believe whatever she's in, God will see her through. It's not over until God says it over. And long as Tasha K have breath in her body, she can get out of it. But she cannot get out of it with the same old clothes. You cannot put new wine into old wineskin. It's gonna burst. You got to put new wine into new wineskin, which means that whatever was in your past, whatever happened, you got to let it go. You cannot sit there and continue trying to be the same way. You can't. You got to change. You have to change. And now, like I said, this is Tasha K season. All eyes on her. They trying to see if she's going to fold, she's going to throw in the towel. They watching. They are watching. But like I said, the Most High God is not going to bring you nowhere. I don't know if she still have the video star, but just check out channel. Just see. I forgot the name. But yeah, like I said, you can see, it is playing a toll on her. I saw that in the spirit. I saw that way before all this stuff happened. And if she continued with the same way that she's trying to handle it, it's not going to get better. If anything, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So if I was Tasha K's spiritual advisor, what I would tell her, just tell your testimony because we are overcomers by our testimony and through the blood of the Lamb. We are overcomers. Our testimony can help somebody else. They got a lot of young YouTubers out there, including myself, want to know what not to do or what to do. She could, this is her moment right now while all eyes are on her. Where now, she can make it all about herself now. The name of the video star is I didn't expect to get so angry. I didn't expect to get so angry. We get angry. And like I said, guys, you can't keep tearing down and expect, people to sit there and open doors for you. It's not going to work like that. And when you on the top, everybody is out for you. Everybody is out for you because they trying to get where you are. And the thing about it, when it comes to our people, we want to we don't want to help people get to the top. We try to tear people down. That's why you have to be careful. You have to be really careful who holding your ladder. We got to be careful because the same people that's watching you go up is the same ones that's going to shake your butt right off. I know. I've been there. I've been there. I know. I cannot tell you nothing that I have never been through, especially when you have a business, especially when people want what you got. That's why we have to be careful who is in our circle. We have to be careful how we operate and the things that you did in the past. So if it worked back then, sometimes it's not going to work now. That's how I look at it. Star says the video is still up. I just saw the title of it. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'm not here to tear it out because if I'm going to tear it out, anybody that comes on my path, trust me, I'm going to build it back up because I don't know these people from a can of paint. I don't know what's going on with these people's personal business. I only can tell you what they put out. And like I said, you come on your platform, if you're going to tear down, then you better make sure you're going to build up because the minute when they see you fall, they're going to ride straight over you. They're not going to help get you back up. And if she thinks that she could go on somebody else's platform and they're going to raise her up, no, they're not going to raise you up at all. Especially when you was tearing down. Now, I did hear where she was saying how, white people operate different than black people. They all the same. They'll smile in your face, laugh in your face, but they all have a hidden agenda. They all have a hidden agenda. As long as you sitting there cutting your people down and they're sitting there prospering off it, of course, they're going to like you. But like I said, whatever you put out there in the atmosphere is just going to come back. And sometimes, when it comes back at you, you might not be able to handle it. That's why we don't gloat when we see somebody else fall. If you out there helping the police or whomever do their job, turning in bad people, then you make sure you don't have a hidden agenda. Make sure you're doing it because you want to be a good Samaritan, not because you're trying to sit there and clout chase off that person. No, you might can get away by with man, but not with God, because that's not the way that the Most High God operates. pray for that person. Because, like I said, the same people that you helping, if you only know how what they have done to our people, half of our people is in the predicament that they are in today because of them. Just look at it. How we see all these people that's supposed to be our protection, how they hunt our brothers down like sheep for the slaughter, like it's a sport. So let these people do their job. That's what they get paid for. And then Coach K went ahead and she talked about how the black man, he's losing his throne. He's losing his throne because of our oppressors, how they put their foot on their neck. But the black man is getting back on his throne because we're going to make sure. So let these people do their job. And don't go around saying you're trying to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner, trying to help these people do their job if you profit off it as well. Or it's something you getting out of return. But like I said, guys, this is real. This is real. Words are like spells. Words can words can catch spells. You have to be careful what comes out of your mouth. Words are like seeds. Words can fall on good ground. Words can fall on bad ground, but it's still going to harvest. You got to be careful because some of you guys out there have sown some crazy seeds, wondering why you all out your mind, wondering why things is not going right for you guys because you have planted some crazy seeds out there. And you thought that, oh, I put it out there, then it's that's it. No, it's going to come back and bite you in your butt, as you can see right there. There's life and death that's in the power of the tongue, and we have to be careful what comes out of it. And the thing about it is, we're so quick to put our foot on our black man or our black woman's neck. We're so quick to do that. It's like we ain't nothing but like Uncle Tom. We're supposed to be our brother's keeper. If we see our brother or our sister fall, we don't profit off of that. We don't gloat off of that. Because what goes around come around. If you see your brother, your sister fall, you pray for that person. If you cannot pray for that person, get somebody else to serve for that person. That's what we need to do. We need to learn how to police our own community because we're so worried about what our people doing, and these people are plotting overtime on us. You giving these people a pass like these people is thank God, like they some angels. Everything that these people touch, hell follows. But soon in a minute, when we see one of our brothers slip, oh my God, we are running, making all types of videos, blogging about it, being the investigators, lawyers. We dare to tear that person down. But soon in a minute, something happened to them. You don't hear a pin drop. And the first thing you'll say, oh, that's not my people. Well, I'm letting you know their people is not going to say nothing either. And that's why they could get away with a lot of stuff. Because see, they're not going to tear down each other. But let the minute when something happens to our people, we want to all of a sudden, we want to be good Samaritans. That's not of God. Because if you want to see once you get that person there, then your job does not stop. You don't move on to something else. You're going to continue going after the same type of people. But see, we don't do that because see, that stuff like that does not go viral unless it's a celebrity. But guys, like I said, this is real. You cannot go around thinking that you can put your foot on somebody else's neck or doing these people's job when you are not operated to do that. That's not your field. That's not your lane. Now, I'm not telling you to turn the other cheek, but what I'm sitting there telling you is if you're going to tear down, you also going to build back up. You're not going to put salt on the wound. You're not going to keep sitting there prospering and clout chasing off of that. Because the minute you get a bag off of that person's pain, then you're going to have to pay a price. And it's going to be severe because you don't prosper off of nobody else's pain. It doesn't work like that. Guys, like I said, this is real. This is real talk. Can't get no real than this. And I can't sugarcoat. I can't tell you what you want to hear. But like I said, guys, you do not want to sit there and tear down and just leave it just that mess and thinking nothing is going to happen. Because like I said, when it comes to karma, you might believe in karma. I believe in judgment. What goes around comes around. And one thing about karma, karma does not forget an address. And judgment may not fall upon you, but it'll fall on somebody else close to you. And before you know it, it tears the entire house down. That's why I say, you have to be careful. You have to know exactly how to operate into your karma. Because sooner or later, it's going to end up taking you out. Look at Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams went ahead and put her mouth on everybody she can. Now look at Wendy Williams now. Wendy Williams, she don't know she's coming or going because what she's doing now, she's reaping the harvest. And I'm not talking about the sister. I pray for the sister, but everything is a lesson learned. Nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. And all I can say right now, I'm not trying to sit there and put my foot on nobody, but I'm just talking. I'm just saying this is real. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Words does harm. Words cut like a two-edged sword. Sometimes words will hurt worse than somebody actually just putting a knife into your back because it also chops. It cuts you down. It destroys you if you don't know how to build it back up. So all I can say right now, maybe it's time for Tasha K to go ahead and pump her brakes when it comes to gossip and start telling your testimony, start telling your story. You don't have to run on nobody else's plan because we overcome by our testimony. Our testimony is not to be ashamed. We all have a testimony. And if you say that you never been through nothing, then all I can say is just keep living because you're going to go through something. And when it's your turn, you might not even know how to handle it. That's why we can't go around cutting people without mouth. And think about it, when it comes to our people, mean, we love drama. It's like we feed off of gossip. It's like a fix. But we don't get that fix. It's like we just lose our mind. And see, the enemy happy. He loved that. They know exactly what makes us move, what makes us think. They know if they can put all this garbage in front of us, then they know right there we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna make sure that we wallow into that mess until we can't wallow in that mess anymore. And they know that. Just look at my channel, how I barely get views. Let me start talking about gossip. Let me start talking about tearing each other down. Oh my God. My numbers probably hit the sky roof. Probably be so high. When, but when you start sitting there talking about waking your people up, telling us, look, it's time for us to shake off of these grave clothes. It's time for us to march forward and tear Satan's kingdoms down, put him at his knees where he belongs. Oh, they don't want to hear it. But it's going to be a time where you wish that you're going to be able to hear this. Because that time is coming really, really soon. Don't you think that you're going to continue doing the same thing that you used to do before? No, you're not going to be able to get away with it. You're not going to be able to get away because now it's the time. You either hot or you cold. You either in or you out, but you cannot be lukewarm. If you are lukewarm, what did he say? I will spew you out. Look at my girl, country girl. She said that's so true. I'm guilty of myself. We all, but we learn and we move on. We don't constantly going back into our own vomit. And that's exactly what you're doing. Tasha K, that's exactly what you're doing. Doing. Going back into your own vomit. Now the Most High God is bringing you out. Now it's time for you to tell your testimony. It's time for you to tell your story. And I promise you, people would appreciate you more by you being more vulnerable by telling your story, how you went through, than trying to pass it over to somebody else. I know how to do it. I got out because it's not over until you this. Like I say, when it comes to man, man does not have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. Man does not have the power to lay it down, and man does not have the power to raise it back up. And all this right here, like I say, these are Bible prophecies. Ain't nothing new under the sun. But we have to watch what comes out of our mouth. We have to watch what goes into our ears because that's death or life. That's how. But once you have been exposed, like I said, only one that can get you out, and that's the Most High God. You can't go to God Squad or anybody because all they're going to do is constantly confusing you. They're gonna tell you, "Oh, you could have, should have did this, or you could do it this way." But when you go to the Most High God, I promise you, He's going to give you a way of escape. And sometimes we have to, like I said, that's what the Most High God gives us our help mate for. If you got your husband, you don't need outsiders to sit there and tell you what you need to do. Guys, like I said, this right here, this is real. This is real talk. Can't get no real, can't get no real than this. So comes to this game right here, blogging and gossiping channels, man, like I said, all you be being is just on the devil's playground. And one thing that I know when it comes to the devil does not play fair. There's a cost, but we can use these platforms. We can use to uplift. We can use these platforms to elevate. Start saying we all a little messy. Yeah, we all a little messy, but like I said, it's a time and a season for everything. If my mess gonna cost me a $4 million judgment, then trust me, you can have your mess. My mess gonna be turned to a message, and that's real talk. Because, like I said, there's power in that tongue. That tongue is not called split for nothing. Trust me. But the thing about it is, like all I say, just look around. Look at the news, all the stuff that is going on out there. We got a lot of stuff that we could talk about. We can rip the sheets off of so much stuff that's going on. But what we choose to do, we choose to gossip. But like I said, mess is just like it is. Mess. Going back into your own poop. That's all it is. When you sit there, you be messy. All you do is it's like a dog going back into his own vomit. So you like wallowing in your mess? That's what pretty much is saying. Wallowing in your mess. You can take that mess and you can make a mess out of it. What I used to do, I don't do anymore. And if I'm going to tear down, like I said, we are human. Yeah, we going to sit there, and I'm not saying, you know, but if you want to tear down, build back up. That's all I'm saying. Build it back up. Don't let it control you. Don't let it take you out. Because that's life and death in the power of the tongue. And if it got to cause me to sit there and take out of my household, it's not worth it. Just to entertain other people. They sleeping, they living good, yet you all up all night because you done put your foot in your mouth. Where you have to ask self, was it worth it? And self comes in and tell you, no, it wasn't worth it. So all I can say, if it's not working, we just have to change position. We just have to move to the other side, do something different. I did it when I felt that I wasn't having no joy and cutting down, talking about other people. I deleted over 500 some videos. Yeah, you lose a lot. But like I said, when you come on, I come on. Like I said, to me, it's just like a hobby, like something that I enjoy doing. But when you coming on and you don't enjoy what you're doing, but now you got to fight, you got to argue, you have to uh, make your blood pressure go up, lose yourself over people you don't even know yourself. People, you know, you will pass by, you wouldn't even know these people, but yet you get these people, making these people make you lose your insanity. Then that is not of God. That's of the devil. Because if it was of God, it's going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you peace. And once you cut off your computer and you go to bed, you lay your head on that pillow, you're going to be able to sleep. But if you up all night fighting what I could have, should have, or I shouldn't have said, apologizing, then you will allow what you're doing to consume you, to take the best of you. And that is not good. because God is of love. God is of peace. God is not the author of confusion. So now what happens? You allow the devil to come in and steal your joy, steal your peace, but it's not over until God says it's over. But God cannot work it out long as you keep interfering in it. Because what you are doing is that you are tying up God's hands. Starbucks, I'm still going in and out because I see what she's saying. I'm going in and out. Every time when I'm on live and you start, talking truth, stuff like this happens. Let me see if I can go ahead and get cause she said I'm going in and out. I don't know if I'm gonna let this video stay up anyway. If not, I might just take some clips off it. But I'm still going in and out. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if I'm still going in and out. Because I ain't staying on here almost an hour and all this interference. I thought, once I calm down, everything is going to go good. But, when you start talking truth. Oh, a country girl said she thought it was her device. So I guess I am going in and out. So can you hear me real good now, Star and country girl? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me real good now. But I might just take some bits and pieces off of this video right here. I don't know if I'm gonna go there. Okay. Thank you. Yep. But like I said, I don't know what part y'all heard or not. I'm gonna go through the video and I might just take some clips off it. But that's the reason why I don't really come on live. I don't know what's going on. I don't know because I went ahead and I took my Wi-Fi and put it close to me, and but maybe because I'm upstairs. But yeah, guys, like I say, this is real. There's power in the tongue, and we have to choose a side. I know that the road that we love, that broad road, is neon lights, is party, it's not boring. But like I said, you know, when you know better, you go ahead and do better. And once you sit there, you don't burn bridges, and you was on the top, they are not going to let you get back up. People, especially when it comes to our people, we love to see people picking with the chickens. And if they can sit there and take you out, trust me, they can. But like I said, we can shake off those grave clothes, come out of Lodabar. That's exactly what I call it, Lodabar. We can come out of it. So, guys, what y'all thoughts about it? I don't know. I don't think you guys saw the video, but if you saw the video, let me know what your thoughts about it. But I didn't come on to bash Tasha K with all the beef that's going on with her and the guy that interviewed her because I don't get into stuff like that. All I'm just talking about is when it comes to the power of the tongue. That's what I want to talk about, the power of the tongue. We have to be careful, guys, because like I said, what we was able to get away with back then, trust me, we are now at what we call the latter days. And at the latter days, you're not going to be able to get away with it because it's time for us to rise. It's time for us to come out of Lodabar, and it's time for us to come together in unity. Because when we come together in unity, we are a force to be reckoned with. And that's what the Most High God is looking for. He's looking for unity. Long as we divide it, we're going to fall. Long as we're ripping up each other, we're going to fall. While we giving these people a pass, giving them a pass. And that's why they continue doing what they're doing. Because in their mind, they think they're doing right. Because nobody is calling them to the carpet. See, we don't put other people foot to the fire, but let the minute our people slip. It's like back then during slavery, when you see like I said earlier, the ones that's calling themselves the Uncle Tom, that how they'll tell, "Oh, massa, look what Toby did. Toby out there and he's not doing what he's supposed to do." They're gonna come back and they're gonna report all that. Like I said, let these people do their job. Our people, you think that they going to get away with it? No, they're not gonna get away with it. The stuff that they are doing, they will be exposed. But I'm gonna leave you guys with this. It's time for us to start policing our own community. When you see your brother or your sister fall, you sit there, you surround your brother. And yeah, some of them might be, need to be smacked, you know, but police your own community. Because I promise you guys, the ones that you're trying to hand them over to, these people sit there, they get a joy, they get a kick out of stuff like that because they don't think that what they doing is wrong. It's time for us to change that stinking mindset. It's time for us to renew that mind. It's time for us to renew that mind and come out of her. Leave these people stuff alone. Leave them alone. But it's also time for us to wake up. Oh my God. Like I said, we are some stiff necked people. And the guys, I'm gonna stay on. I got about 8 more minutes. I'm gonna stay on about 8 more minutes because I'm gonna go through this video and might take some stuff off so I can go ahead and make a video, take some clips off. So guys, make sure you go ahead and check out my videos that I have upload. Like I said, God is taking me to a different route where it's now to, elevate our people, wake our people up, and shine the light on the stuff that's really going on out there. Because, like I said, when it comes to those demons out there, they are working overtime on our people, and we so entertain things of this world where we turn a blind eye, and that's why they can do what they're doing today. But like I say, judgment will begin right here in the house. Judgment will begin with us, and all the stuff that you are doing, you're going to be accountable. You're going to have to answer for it. This is real. This is no joke. And don't think that you have time because time waits for no one. But guys, we have to be careful how we cast our pearls to swine because there's life and death that's in the power of the tongue. And I know this right here, guys. Oh, this is boring. Oh, I don't want to hear this. But it's going to be a time where you wish you're going to be hearing this right. And that's real talk, guys. Can't get no real than this. Can't get no clear than this. If we only know who we are, if we only know who we are. And the thing about it is that they know, but we don't. And that's why we constantly doing what we're doing right now. Let it go. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Country Girl, for coming in, holding the sister down. Like I say, when there's two or three together, the most high God is in the midst. But yeah, I wasn't even coming on. I usually don't come on this late. Uh, I came on around about 8 o'clock. I always come on. If I come on, it's going to be around 6 o'clock. But yep, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I just wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. Be careful how you put your mouth on people, guys. That's all I can say. Be careful because there's power in the tongue. Power in the tongue, and what goes around comes around. And don't gloat over no one's demise because today is them and tomorrow it can't be. And when it's you, you might not be for him. So on that, guys, the girl says, "Thank you, Lady D. Everyone have a blessed day. Be safe. God bless." You too, country girl. Yeah, I'm finna go because it's like I'm getting tired. All right, guys. You all have a blessed night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Talk to you guys maybe tomorrow. All right. Thank you, guys. Good night.